Hello there, folks. This is a message for the Federal Postal Court venue type of people. I just wanted to go ahead and put it on the record that here on my profile, just to show you guys real quick, I'll go to my account, profile, it goes to me, connected to my wallet. I want to show you the NFTs that I own. Here we have the Title-4-Flag, C.S.S.C.P.S.G Title-4-Flag. I own the NFT of all the U.S. currencies, certain special postage, and of course, my very own Quo Warranto. I'll just scroll down here. Now, the one I want to highlight, well, the two I want to highlight is first, this Title-4-Flag. We'll get a better viewing of it here. I go to my listings. And then I go to the Title-4-Flag. And here, as you can see, I own the NFT of the Title-4-Flag. So any electronic use, anytime anybody puts the Title-4-Flag in its correct dimensions and uses it, you are violating, if you use it without my permission, you are violating my property rights. This is especially important to Russell -J Gould and Mark Keyshawn Christopher. I have contacted both of you. I met with David-Wynn Miller in person. I'm a 20+ year student of his. I have been doing this since a teenager. I got my driver's license at 18 years old, and before my 19th birthday, I had already filed my UCC filings, and I have already had my Quo Warrantos and everything in place. I had already had my copyright name, and I have already played this game. I'm probably one of the youngest people to have done this. I saw this years ago, back in 2008, in between 2008 and 2009. And I have been doing this ever since. I've been learning about this my whole life because I had great teachers and great educators. I paid the bill of lading for all of these things, and I got permission and have autographs of David-Wynn Miller's autographed thumbprint. Pulling that up on the screen now. There's his front. And there's the back of it. If you are using digital copies of the Title-4-Flag or digital copies of David-Wynn Miller's thumbprint and autograph, you are violating my private property. For the claim of the autograph David-Wynn Miller is with the owning by the Stephen Mark Harold Temple. For the lack of the use is with the claim by the Stephen Mark Harold Temple. Are you, for the rest of you watching this video, I also have my Quo Warranto NFT and the digital files that come with them. and all the U.S. currencies. I have created ownership of these things, including the rarest stamp in the United States. And I want to make it very clear to my audience that Mark Keyshawn Christopher with his full colons where they go, and Russell J. Gould with the full colons where they go, hyphens and all that, have failed in their duties. Russell J. Gould will sit here and claim that he owns all the militaries, been to secret Vatican meetings, he owns the post office, global postmaster, muster master, all these things about the world, owns all the world's gold. Now, one thing is true about what this man says is that the world is going to quantum currency. And it is going to use our quantum system because it's the only system that is going to make sense. When translating from Chinese to English, we have to agree on grammar rules. You could take the same symbols, put them in order, and they will always add up. We have to have a universal grammar system. And the one that's been filed under the Title IV flag to do contracts with Title IV Americans, sometimes known as Numinum D Americans, are all going to have to be written in that language. And I'm going to do my best to get future videos for the education. Full colon Jason, hyphen his middle name, full colon Glass, has a bunch of useful information. So shout out to him and thank you for all your education. There are videos out there if you wanted to learn the basics of this. And I will try to do some and go over some more documents in the future. Now, Mark Keyshawn Christopher, with all his colons and hyphens in place, has failed in his duty to settle my quo warranto personally, and my guess is most of you guys out there. So if you are tired of this, send me your live life claims, and I will start what he wants to do and build an actual registry. And we will post it on YouTube or whatever public means, and we will have it ready to go when this happens. The world will change over to this. It's already in the works. You can look up what Donald Trump has signed about the quantum currencies and quantum wallets. You can look up everything, and you can see where this is going. All of this stuff is very real. Very real. Everything applies to all the laws, from the Universal Commercial Codes, to the United States Codes, to all your civil statutes, all of it, to the Vatican. Mark Keyshawn Christopher has also failed in his duties to proclaim his Joker Prize. He had a contest. I entered the contest. I should almost pull that up. My emails with him. I really almost should. I wonder if I can. Hold on here. Let me see if I get my Gmail. Oh, it's going to be in all the junk ones. Let's see here, though. Let me switch over to my emails, and then I'll do a search. And I might edit this part out of the video. I might not. And let's search mail for Mark Christopher. Let's see what it pulls up here. I don't think I need that one anymore. Oh, I exited both of them? Oh man, I'm definitely going to have to edit this part. Hold on. My Gmail's up. I have pulled up my email, and its email had attached to it my Joker Wars submission to his Joker contest. And here's how the email looked. We started off with the Title-4-Flag image, which I own electronically, and then an image of public use image of a $UN postal stamp. And then, of course, we started out in this contract federal postal court venue with this writ of the claimant's plea for the pleader's safeguard and duty and action of the bills of lading is what the quo warranto complaint document claim. And the reason why I started out with that is because my Joker video, which I will try to get posted on as soon as possible, had the entire video he wanted us to dissect, syntaxed into our quantum language, while voiced over with the quo warranto. And so I sent him this email, and I spoke only in quantum grammar to him and sent it to him. And I claim my quo warranto complaint that I attached to it for his duty performance of Russell J. Gould is with him. Well, it's actually the failure. I notified him because I have others with Russell J. Gould on a different email account that I've actually lost the password to. Maybe I can recover it at some point, because it was years ago when I talked to him. And I've been off of the Russell J. Gould guy ever since he's been ignoring me. He knows exactly who I am, yet he ignores me. Because the truth is, my quo warranto is worth more, because I put my sweat equity into this. And here is his response. Here's Mark Keyshawn Christopher's response to me. He puts his confidential, has his different colors, and he uses my Title-4-Flag image. Now, he is stealing my property when he does this. And here he says, he responded to me as Ethan, which tells me he did not read my true name, which is up here. He says, thanks you for your email. You will be notified by the end of March with results. Mark failed. Mark Keyshawn Christopher, with all his colons and hyphens, failed. In his federal, he signed it by Chief Federal Postal Judge, and he failed it. Then he gives me a little message about how to write to him. We've had other contact since then, but he has yet to produce the claim in which he says who the winner is. He's also failed to satisfy my quo warranto. And once you watch the Joker Wars and you have studied and know how the Federal Postal Court venue works, you will understand his failure in this. So I absolutely refuse his permission until this matter is settled, while keeping communication open with him. I absolutely refuse his right to use electronically the Title-4-Flag, which I own in my wallet. There it is. There's the dimensions. I own this NFT. I own this image. And I own the David-Wynn Miller thumbprint and autograph. And there that is too. So until this matter's settled, let it be known that Mark Keyshawn Christopher and Russell J. Gould, with all their hyphens and colons intact, are in violation of their own code and Federal Postal Court venue. Both of them, as global postmasters, in their claims, have yet to settle my quo warranto claim. They have both received it, they are in default, and they have yet to settle anything. And if you are tired of these two men saying all these fancy words, then go ahead and get in contact with me. Get in contact with me. I'll give you my address. And we can, you can mail me your live life claim. And I, as a federal postal judge, which I got permission and all the documentation under David-Wynn Miller, will go ahead and authenticate it, and I will start posting them publicly on my YouTube channel. And you can send me your land registry as long as you have all your paperwork and set and be in contact with me, and we will get this done once and for all. I won't charge for these because I consider these the equivalent of sacraments. They both have called for people to go to high-ranking officials and start serving them the documents, and I did that too. I went to Bishop Pfeiffer and took him and held him to canon law, and he was very accommodating. I don't know if he understood the exact language, but he understood where I was coming from. And he has been served these documents, and his seminarians are in the process of reading them to make sure there's no heresy in them. Once read in heresy, he is to sign them. And upon signing them, if he doesn't within 30 days, we know how this works. That's default. And I will go ahead and register it as necessary. So for all of you who still have federal postal claims that have been unsettled, we can go ahead and start having federal postal courts, and we can go ahead and start getting these things ready when the quantum banking system takes effect. Because everything they're saying about the facts of the Federal Postal Court venue is all true. It's all been filed. The UN has it. Everybody knows which way this is going to go. All the math's been proven. All the laws are there. We all know how this is going to go down once they're done acting out how they're going to make this. We can see in the world that there's a bunch of actors. I mean, Obama just had his birthday, and all he brought was celebrities. They are actors. I'm pretty sure Cuomo just got an Emmy for his political award. Now, when it comes to mainstream media, it is hard to tell what is true and what isn't true, because none of them speak that. But I would like to point out that if you ever communicate with Russell J. Gould, or if you ever communicate with Mark Keeson Christopher, they do not like using quantum language in their communication. I have several emails with both these men, and they refuse to use it. I'll tell you what, though, that Schiller man, he will. Mr. Schiller, with all his names in full colon, he will use it. And so that's how we can tell who is who and who is right about this. So, Russell J. Gould, Mark Keeson Christopher, with all your colons and hyphens intact, you do not have permission to use David-Wynn Miller's thumbprints or that Title IV flag electronically. Those are my property, and one day, when the world is done acting out its little play it's doing, you will be held accountable. Thank you, everybody.